Did you know that leadership guides and paves the way for you to step into your zones of discomfort? Welcome to the Diary of a CEO. Hi, I'm Ari. I'm a holistic business and marketing coach, and I specialize in helping uncover a hidden potential within you. Come on in. Today we're covering what a day-to-day looks like for a business owner and the importance of understanding and finding our flow as working in our business and working on our business. For the past 20 years, I've been an entrepreneur. There was a big shift when I became a business owner versus a freelancer. About 2003 is when I started really working in the field as a creative. I had gone to university, graduated with a graphic design degree, and started working in photography right away. But not the glamorous photography, it was kids photography of sports. I was kind of the girl that worked the back end, right? All the pictures, dealt with the parents, did the sales. Parents kept asking me, hey, is there a way that we could get like my kid's name on the poster or the pictures, or can I get a collage? We didn't have that capability then, but because I was a designer and I've always been quite savvy, I was like, well, absolutely. So I started taking custom orders. While I worked for my boss back in the day, I created my own little side gig, designing, printing, and sending custom posters to the kids' parents. And it was great. It gave me autonomy. I really started understanding what it was like to own my own business. The mindset back then wasn't about, oh, how can I grow this and scale it and leverage my time? I'm making money, doing what I like, solving a problem, and then I get to be on my day. I lived in Miami Beach and I had a scooter and I'd go to the beach at noon and I was happy. Fast forward, I became a yoga teacher, and guess what? I started teaching classes. I still had my side gigs. I started doing branding for other people. So I was always this like freelancer, even as a yoga teacher. But then something shifted and I started becoming a leader. This was a very slow process as I started becoming more well-known and started getting asked to come teach at studios, events. But it wasn't until I became a leader and a business owner that everything changed. In the end of 2012 is when I opened a yoga studio with two friends of mine. That's when stuff got real. It was me and my dog, and everything was great. But the minute that we said, okay, we're gonna open this big business, guess what happened? I had about 20 employees. I had a huge overhead, insurance, city, permits, landlord, you name it, taxes. And I realized that my mindset had been very laissez-faire versus responsibility of maintaining and growing a business. And that's where I realized not just the responsibility around things, but where I realized that I had a hidden talent for being a creative and an innovator. What was happening is that I was working as a manager. It wasn't until the day that I took my first StrengthsFinder test that I realized that I was operating in my wrong power. It wasn't until the day that I went to my first business lecture, the business summit, that I found myself feeling really at ease being around other business people. I had a mindset before that, oh, business is for those people, not for me, because who am I? So there was a lot of mindset stuff that I had to get over and allow the leadership that I had been cultivating to actually bring forth anything that could excel, could propel me into where I wanted to go. And what's crazy is that I didn't even know where I wanted to go. I was so living in the present, which I'm all about, that I didn't have the time, or I didn't make the time to cast my future vision. I didn't make the time to create what I wanted in my 5 to 10 year. Everything was so at this moment, and if I'm happy now, that's all that matters. And of course, it still matters. But now that I'm a 3 business owner, I have an e-commerce store, I have the Yoga Expo, the largest yoga trade show in the United States, and I've been a business and marketing coach for 7 years. So now is when I see the importance of both living in the presence, stepping into leadership, and casting that future. Where do I want my business to go? Where do I see myself as a business owner, as a leader? Because the minute that this work crystallizes for you, then guess what happens? You have alignment. You have a roadmap to follow, even if it's a loose one. It's a recipe so that you know what ingredients to put in your success path. There's nothing more annoying and overwhelming not knowing where you're going, not knowing what actions to take today that are going to affect not just your month's revenue, but maybe the end of the year. What projects to invest in, where to put your time. Should I work on my business today or should I move into client acquisition? Or, hey, do I need to actually clean up the back of the house? You don't want to build a business and life on sand. You want to build it a solid ground. Just as when I was teaching yoga and teaching acrobatics, if your feet aren't put correctly on your mat, it's going to affect everything that happens above. From a CEO to a growing business owner, take the time to put on your leadership within your own business, within your own organization, so that then you can help your revenue, your clients, your services, and keep optimizing for where you want to go, that future vision of yourself. And if all this did today was give you that new mindset awareness or a new shift, then I'm so happy that you stumbled upon this video. Trust me, it's what really changed my life from being freelancer to a business owner, and seeing that movement, right? That momentum of growth, both personally and in my business. So follow me for more. I can't wait to see what you're doing. So let's get together on Instagram, here on YouTube, and everywhere else that the world may take us.